Which is the best stock footage site for selling stock footage? This is by far the most frequently asked question about stock footage. And quite frankly, I find it to be one of the most irritating questions about stock footage. Because I feel like most of what we do with stock footage is market research. And if you can't even use Google to type in selling stock footage and see what the top 10 contenders are, then you're in serious trouble. And the question itself is flawed. Which stock site is best? You should never just go with one stock site, you should actually go with as many as possible. You see, when you sign up for a stock footage site, you can either be exclusive or non-exclusive. And usually if you choose exclusive, that means that your stock content can only be on that one site, but you get a 30% raise. And that's kind of a problem, because in finance, we explain you need to diversify as much as you can. Because if you put all of your clips on one website that you're exclusive to, then that means that you're putting all bets on that one site to be successful. And I've seen over and over again, sites come, sites go. Not just permanently, but also on a month-to-month basis. So let's go ahead and take a look at my top earner. So as you can see, I had a pretty decent spring and a pretty decent winter, but my midsummer is just terrible. I mean, look at August. It's awful. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Just be broke all summer? Now let's take a look at my second best stock earner. Now look at that, it's all over the place. That's a completely unreliable income. And if I was exclusive with them, I would have a hard time knowing which month I can actually afford to go do stuff. This one was my top earner at one point, but ever since it has gone down slowly. And that's really bad because if I was exclusive with them, that means that my entire income is just going down the toilet. Now let's look at my top 6 altogether. So as you can see, each one independently, it doesn't look very good. But when you put all of them together, this is the first time that it actually works as a stable growing income. So stock footage is a full-time job, and you need to treat it seriously like it's a real profession, and that means doing accounting. In the end, you need to diversify your income to make sure that you're always making some money regardless of how well or how poorly these sites are doing. And you need to be constantly researching to see if there are any new opportunities that you should jump on. Even with these websites that aren't doing very well and that almost make no sales, you never know when those are going to be purchased by other companies and all of a sudden they're going to be the hot ticket. So you might as well just put a little bit of content everywhere and just see what happens. Because there's no reason to delete content on a site that's never selling, just leave it there, just let it be. Maybe someday it will trend, maybe someday it won't. But what do you think? Are you exclusive with any particular website? Or do you put your content everywhere like I do? Tell us what your experiences are in the comments. Until then, we'll see you next time.